My name is Jordy Struck from the English Business House, and today we're going to be looking at the verb tense, the present progressive. So let's dive right in. The big question, when do we use the present progressive? Very simple, we use it right now. It is for what we are doing right now or what we are not doing right now. So, present progressive is really what is happening. Think about it. What is happening right now? So we use it for now, right now. You can think about it as at this moment. So, I am speaking. You are listening, you are watching, we are working together. These are things we're doing right now. So, present progressive has to do with what's right now. However, there's something we call action verbs and non-action verbs. Action verbs love the present progressive, right? I am playing hockey, we are running, we are having fun, things like that. But non-action verbs do not work with the present progressive. So your senses, things like, I am smelling good food. That's so weird, you can't say that. Use simple present. I smell something good, or I smell good food right now. So, present progressive is for action verbs. Also things like possession. You can say something like, I'm having a good time right now, because that's not really possession. You can't really own the good time you're having. But if you say something like, I'm having a tie, that doesn't make any sense. You say, I have a tie, because you don't just have the tie right now, you always have it. So things like senses, non-action verbs, possessions, things like that, we do not use it, okay? Remember, ing is talked about as action. We want action verbs. So now let's take a look at the different structures. Like all verb tenses, there are generally three structures. You have the positive, the negative, and the question form. This can also be the interrogative. However, question form, make it simple. So we'll start with the positive form. Once again, we need our pronouns, always the same practice. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. And if you think that I'm being repetitive a bit in these videos, that is absolutely fine with me, because it takes repetition to learn language. The more you say something, the more you introduce yourself, the more you talk about the things you love, the places you want to go, everything that you think in your mind, in a second, third, foreign language, whatever this is to you, English, it's going to help you embody, to internalize that language. So if you go, oh, I've already said the pronouns, I've already said this, don't be scared about repetition. Repetition is beautiful, we need it. Just like playing a sport, you need to train over and over and over again to be able to use those skills when you're in the game. So remember, where we are right now, this is the practice area. This is where you work out, it's the gym. When you go out into the real world, you don't have to be repetitive. That's the game. That's when you're creative. That's when you use all the training that you have, everything at your disposal to really speak and interact and enjoy speaking English. So remember, this is training. Don't be scared about a little repetition. And if I talk too much, I apologize. I don't like doing these short snippet videos. I like long, clear explanations. I digress. When we jump back into this, we have our pronouns. Now, with every progressive verb, present progressive, we're going to need the be verb. So we'll split this up a bit. We know I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, and they are. Perfect. So here we have it. And now, simply we add an ing verb at the end. So, we'll go with a not so fun verb today, running. I don't like to run, maybe you do. I wish I ran more, especially during COVID, but here we are. So, I am running. You are running. And this part, I'm not gonna waste your time with. It's always gonna be running. So really, if you're comfortable with the be verb in the simple present, you just need to put the ing verb after that. So, I am speaking, I am working, I am creating, I am laughing, I am living. Any word that you want to use, you can use here. You just put it in the ing form. Now, a verb like live, L-I-V-E, you have to remove the E to put the ing. You don't just throw it on at the end. But, you know, things like that don't matter as much as about your pronunciation, your spoken oral English versus your spelling and writing. That's another domain, all right? So now we're gonna go to the negative form. Actually, I'm gonna keep running up here because it is not something I'm doing. Now, negative form is dead simple. So we have our negative. All we have to do, we're dropping a not. I am not running, right? You are not running. He is not running. She is not running. We are not running. They are not running. That's it. You just throw a not in there. Now, if you want to do the contractions, you have to learn those. So, I'm not running. You aren't running. Or you're not running. So you can kind of do it two ways, right? He isn't running. She isn't running. We or he's not running. See, there are two forms for each one. We aren't running or we're not running. They're not running or they aren't running. So that's generally it for the present progressive. If you're not comfortable with the contracted form, don't worry about it. You can say, we are not going out tonight. No one's gonna go like, whoa, that's weird. Remember, it's not so much about, you know, sounding like a native speaker or just reproducing everything that you hear. It's about owning the language yourself. And if something's a little easier for you to do and it's a little trick that you have, go for it. Don't worry about it. Don't feel judged about the way you use your language. Now, last form we're looking at is question form. So, same like the positive form and the negative form, we're talking about right now. So if you use the present progressive to talk to somebody, asking them a question, if you say, are you going to the party? This really means like right now. You're talking about in this moment. So, are you speaking? Are you talking on the phone? Something like that. So we're talking about right now. So we just put the be verb in front and we keep the ing verb. So am I running? Or it's a question I can ask you, am I doing a good job? Now if you were to tell me, you'd have to say, no Jordy, you are not doing a good job. But I'm doing my best, right? And I hope that this is becoming a little more clear for you. So this is the question form. Why don't we use the verb walking outside? It's not a verb, but it's a full sentence. So, am I walking outside? Are you walking outside? Is he walking outside? Is she walking outside? Is it walking outside? Maybe it's a dog. Are we walking outside? Are they walking outside? And now with this construction, we're talking about the present progressive, what's happening now, what is happening. Think about that. It is happening. You say it is happening now, you're using the present progressive. We don't want simple present here. All right, so that's the general idea of the present progressive. Once again, if you have questions or you want more information or you need a list of verbs or anything that we can help you with, please contact us at the English Business House. Okay, our website is englishbusinesshouse.com. We're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram, we're gonna go everywhere we can to help you get the resources you need. So if there's anything you need, leave a comment, we're gonna respond. Reach out to us, we're gonna respond. All right, everyone, have yourselves a great day, and I hope you found this very useful.